What's up, people? How y'all doing? This is Man Talk in the Man Cave. You tuning in with another dope episode tonight. We are here tonight with my boys again, and we want to debunk the famous saying, once a cheater, always a cheater. That is not true. And tonight, we're going to delve into the reason why men do cheat. So we're going to delve in that tonight. What's up, my brothers? How y'all doing?
What's happening?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
I got my partners in crime back in here. Big Lou from Straight Black Coffee. Big Stoney from the ATL. Man, we back in the building, y'all, with another dope episode of Man Talk in the Man Cave. Man, y'all say what's up to the people.
What's up, people? This is Big Lou, of course, with this Straight Black Coffee. Got a hot topic tonight. Some of y'all might not sleep tonight, but we gonna get it in. We gonna pour this Straight Black Coffee on your ass tonight. Let's go.
He ready, y'all. He ready.
He fired up.
On fire.
He ready to go. That's what's up, man. You know, look, man, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. We got our boys on. So, man, let's not even play with this thing, man. Let's delve into this thing. You know what I'm saying? You know. So the question has been asked to us, you know, why do men cheat? You know what I'm saying? And there are several reasons. You know, some reasons, like I said, I believe that there honestly is no excuse for it, but there is a reality to the fact that it does happen. And it does happen. There's a reality to it, you know, man, whether we want to deal with it or not. And that does not make an excuse for it, because we do know, you know, it is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because of what it causes. But we're going to talk about the reasons why, and, you know, what happens when we know why men make these choices to go make, you know, to go to these, I would call them coping mechanisms, because that's what they are. It's a coping mechanism. And this is what we lean toward, man. So with that being said, I want to start off with this question, and then we're going to delve into this lesson. We're going to give a lesson for these YNs, young men tonight, and these young ladies, especially these young ladies and these other. And so we're going to get a lesson. So my question, I'm going to start off, man. You know how we do. Straight Black Coffee, Stoney J. Do you think men cheat more emotionally or more physically?
Ooh.
Come on, we're going to hit him tonight, y'all. We're going to hit him tonight.
No, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, we're going to hit him tonight, man. We're going to hit him tonight.
Hey, man, I'll go Stoney. I'm gonna say it's more emotionally, because for me, if I'm speaking about myself and the brothers that I've been talking to all day, it's a matter of energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Energy is energy is the Viagra, dog. Most people they got everybody hooked on this. I need to take this, I need to pop this pill, I need to pop that pill. I got this, I got that. That ain't got shit to do with it. If your gal's energy level is low towards sex and your energy level is not there, and y'all not hitting each other at the same, y'all not bringing it, like I said, hitting each other, y'all not hitting each other, there is nothing there. You understand? I mean, the same plate of food that look good to eat don't look that good to eat when it's cold. You understand what I'm saying? So it's about energy levels, matching each other's energy. I'm gonna go off of that almost all night, bro. It's like I mean, rollover sex is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I need that energy. I want the same energy that, and all of the people that I spoke to today said they want the same energy that they had when they was courting. Not that I got the energy where is dead as hell. You understand what I'm saying? So it's gonna be some fighting going on tonight somewhere. Come on,
let's be honest. So I'll let you honest before I chime in.
Go ahead. Let me hear what you got.
Okay, let's come down a whole nother avenue, because it's more than just the energy level. Because a lot of times men are broken. So being broken and you're trying to be in a relationship, there is an emotional disconnection. And what happens in this emotional disconnection? You feel unseen, you feel unheard, and somewhere, and with that being said, then there's a level of feeling disrespected. Because you know this is how men explain their level of love, by respect. Because the Bible says, it says, husbands love your wives, and then it says, wives, respect your husbands. So there's a level of respect that men desire and need to feel like a man. There's a level of respect. So if you're not getting that level of respect, if you're not getting that level of conversation without being shut down, if you're not getting that conversation or allowing me to talk, then you know what happens? Then it is easy to get distracted by somebody who gives you this very thing that you may not be getting in your very own household. Come on. We're gonna hit them deep. I'm gonna hit them deep.
Stoney, go ahead, dog.
This what I'm gonna say. You know, besides, well, we're gonna take. It's so many variations of cheating.
Yeah,
It's just not sex. It's flirting. It's entertaining. It's so many different versions of cheating. And honestly, I think man. So I'm gonna do this. So I had to be educated on what cheating really was, because me, when I was living a single life or whatnot, I didn't understand what cheating was, because nothing I really took serious. So me entertaining other women, me entertaining different situations, it wasn't about me. It wasn't about me being not heard. It's about what I wanted. So I used the entertainment. If I can't get the attention I need, I was reaching elsewhere to get attention, because I felt like I would deserved it. But within all that time, it took a lot for me to sit back and observe that it ain't about sex. I don't need the sex. I can get that anywhere. But that don't mean I'm gonna be emotionally dissatisfied. So when you ask the question, was it emotionally or physical? Sometimes it was physical, sometimes it was emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it comes from a place that inconsistency of basically not knowing what you want. And until you figure out what it is that you want, you're gonna always consider doing the same thing over and over. It becomes a repetitive habit. And I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm gonna speak for myself. It come from a lack of discipline. It come from a lack of knowing what you want and understanding what's in front of you. And I think that's what we get it wrong as men. Like, we go out the tree. We know the forest outside all day. We can go look at these same trees all day, all day, all day, and it still won't be satisfying. But we can go to them and we can go touch them. Yeah, the leaves will fall out, the branch crop. It's still gonna be a same tree. But what's the value in that tree, or why you keep going to that same tree? So I feel like we have to look at what's important to us. Like, I'm gonna put y'all in part of me. In part of me, I looked at, I cheated in my life. I have. And it cost me so much when I cheated. It cost me so much. It cost me my whole family. That's how I look at it. And when I looked at it, I had to be broken down to understand that entertaining, you did that when you was young, or your preteens, in your 20s, in your 30s. You did it then. That was entertaining. But I lost so much because I didn't pay attention to what was more important. Because I understand every woman is made the same. Everybody really made the same. We just got different motives and different ways that we do things. So when I did do it, my cheating was more of a manipulation. It wasn't more of a emotion thing. It wasn't more about nothing. It's about what you got that I can have. So it wasn't about, or what I can get to somebody else. Really, because that's how I looked at it, because that's what was programmed in me from being younger. and being around different people. And if anybody know about Atlanta, like I know Atlanta, when you go hang around Metropolitan, Stewart, coming from the hood, you see things in and out. So it's a part of your life. It's not a consistent thing. We don't see consistency with couples. We don't see consistency of marriages. We don't see consistent partners. So when we don't have that, we go out and reach elsewhere because we feel like, okay, them shoes don't work. I'm gonna try these shoes. Them shoes don't work. I'm gonna try these shoes. And I'm not comparing women to shoes, but I'm using it
Yeah,
as
we understand what you're saying.
as a reference. So
Yeah.
sometimes it ain't even about if I want to be heard. Sometimes it ain't about what I want. It's just about how I feel at that moment, and I just move off of it. But it took for me to lose to understand what the actual word cheating was. Let me say that, because that made me. I feel like going through a loss made me a better person because I realized what's going on. So I can't. It's kind of hard for me to speak from physical and emotional. So.
Yeah. So let me address what Ashley Jones put. She said, so because of your lack of self-discipline, when someone hurts your feelings, you feel disrespected. That gives you a reason to violate your covenant. Come on, Pastor Jay. Well, there's a difference between self-discipline and feeling disrespected, because there are some men who lack that self-discipline. And when they lack self-discipline, then when they get the opportunity, they make that bad decision. That is a difference between somebody who is really having this emotional disconnection. So emotional disconnection and self-discipline are two different things. So again, remember, this is the makeup of a man. If he feels the level of lack of respect, this is how men feel love. This is just what it is. When they don't feel respected, they don't feel love. When they don't feel respected, they don't feel heard. When they don't feel respected, they don't feel seen. So these are certain things that go with the makeup of how a man operates emotionally. So again, now we're not saying somebody who lacks self-discipline. We're not, like I said, none of this is we're making an excuse for. But this is, like I said, a reality. And the reality says that there are men who lack that discipline. You give them an opportunity and there's no accountability to this opportunity that's presented before them. Some men who lack that self-control is going to take that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take it.
Yeah. Hey, I like the way y'all going. Like Stoney is kind of like the psychological brother of the group, and I know that you coming with the Christian stuff like that. I was like, I'm all I can be is who I am, bro. So this we own men tonight, but damn it, we ain't cheating by ourselves. So if we cheating with women, you understand what I'm saying? Now I know we're gonna keep the topic on men, but I don't know if it's just this. It's more than one facet. It ain't just a lack of respect. It's a lack of getting your needs met. You understand what I'm saying? We all have sexual needs. I mean, when you in the beginning, why in the beginning of a relationship is hot as hell, y'all doing whatever. Y'all having that good Betty Wright ass sex. You understand what I'm saying? And then after a while, a few years, it turned into something else. It's either it's a want to keep it alive, or it's a meeting of the energy, bro. If you come home and somebody meets you at the front door, bro, the excitement, the energy that's brought to that situation, that y'all both gonna have a fantastic time. And that's where the connection come in, that reaffirming of that love. It's not, I don't respect. I mean, I'm gonna be respected no matter where I go. You know what I'm saying? In the house, outside the house, whatever. Because I'm gonna carry myself like that. I mean, I don't consider, now y'all broke down some cheating in a bunch of different ways. You know what I'm saying? Flirting ain't cheating to me. If you walk outside your house, I mean, hey, everybody got an opinion just like assholes. So if you walk outside your house and somebody flirt with you that's, let's say, younger than you, like, hell, I'm almost 60 years old. If a 30-year-old chick flirt with me, I'm not trying to get in her pants or get in the car or get the number. it's an esteem builder, bro. You know what I'm saying? And out here in Houston, it's like 9-1. You can walk outside and trip over somebody. They got so many people out here. They got so many eligible women out here. So I mean, you do have to keep your wits about you. You can't lose your mind. But especially when you're in a relationship. But I want the same kind of fire, like my homeboys are saying, they want the same kind of fire that you get from that girl that say something to you at the gas station when you pumping gas. Like you want the same kind of energy at the crib. That's all I'm saying. Because if you ain't shooting by yourself.
So let me ask y'all this: if you're not getting that, because I hear you saying, the energy has to be matched, and what I really believe is the man controls the temperature of what goes on, because there's an order. There's God, there's man, there's the wife, then there's the kids, and then there's the community. So there's an order. So if a woman controls the temperature of the household, that's out of order. The man controls. So if you as the man is looking for energy to be matched and you're not creating the energy, then does that give you a right to say, you know what? I don't feel the way that I need to feel because you're not matching the energy. Like, or I need you to match or not do what you need to do, or do the same thing that we did. And I understand what you're saying, because it's like, okay, you have to do the same things that was, when we got together. But I really believe a lot of that is on the man, because he controls the temperature of what goes on. What do y'all say about that?
If you're gonna be biblical, yeah, but I mean, it's still 50-50, bro. I mean, like that's why people say happy life, happy wife. I mean, you can't take it.
Happy house, happy spouse. Happy house, happy spouse.
Yeah, I mean, tomato, bro. I mean,
everybody in the house need to be happy.
And you want if when it comes down, we're not talking about paying bills. We talking about don't make me get out. I can't get out there because but if we're not talking about paying bills, we're talking about sex. You understand what I'm saying? So sex got to be met. If you bringing all the wood and ain't nobody there to help you stoke this fire, and the fire ain't really getting lit up, you know what I'm saying? That's also boring as hell. I mean, come on, man, y'all holding back.
But
man.
no,
I mean,
so Big Lou, but then what I'm because see, now it's kind of like we are we talking about when you put things in order, Pastor Jay? When you put things in order, are you talking about relationships, marriage status, or you're talking about in general of men? Because you got to remember, no matter your age, that don't make you a man. And everybody wasn't raised the same. So when we speak on order, if you wasn't taught that order, you don't know that order. So you might have tendencies of doing whatever you feel like you're gonna do while you're single. Now, if you're speaking about marriage and people that's bonding and got spiritual bounded, then yeah, I understand what you mean, how it's shaped. But somebody on the outside of that, they're not gonna understand your formation. They're gonna do what they consistently see.
And I don't care if you married or not. I still think it's a team effort, bro. I mean, you the head of the house, but you the head of the house with collaboration of the wife. You don't there's no dictators in no damn house. I mean, you can't come in the house and take it. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be. That's why I'm talking about an energy match, bro. I mean, I ain't trying to get into no real fuss about the Bible. I mean, but I know that she gotta be bringing something just like you gotta be bringing something.
So here's the thing, and here's a couple of questions on here. Ashley said, so Big Lou, are you saying it's the woman's fault that men cheat?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's nobody's fault. It's not. I'm just coming from the perspective of the energy. Like if the dude ain't bringing nothing to the female, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be mutual. A marriage is mutual. A friendship is mutual. A relationship is mutual. Everybody has to put in work to make this jive right. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna blame the woman. I'm not bashing. I'm glad that people they coming in with their points of view, but either way it go, you gonna have your man gonna have to match you. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna he gonna be listen, chasing all the time is boring. Understand what I'm saying? Chasing all the time is boring. So I mean, if you're not gonna ever chase or meet him halfway, then it's why do it? You know what I'm saying?
So this is what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying, and I hear what you're saying, but what I believe is that it does not come from what's happening in the home. It comes from what's happening within. Because the thing is, if we base it on a physical thing, because the relationship really is not based. I mean, you have to have the connection to be in the relationship, but if you make that connection the basis and the foundation of the relationship, then you're really ignoring the fact that really what's going on, which is there's some things that sometimes that goes on inside of us. Some of us come in relationships and our dad wasn't there. So we come in the relationship angry and we're looking for a level of solace or a level of relief from the relationship. And sometimes we don't get it. And
yeah, that's not what I'm saying. I
know what you're saying, but I'm saying like that's another avenue of why men go and look other ways, because they're looking for some instead of so what I'm saying, I'll let you go, Stoney. So what I'm saying is a lot of times men don't communicate how they feel, they escape. So in that escape, so what they're doing is I don't want to deal with what's here. I'm going to go get the relief that I need somewhere else. So they go somewhere else to get the relief that they feel like they're not getting at home. So that goes back to what I'm saying. A lot of times it's not what's happening at the house, it's what's going on inside.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I got it. Well, that may be some men, but I disagree with that. I got to disagree with that.
Come on, let's go.
I can't sit back and say like, yeah, it's a lot of people going through things that don't have no dad, but that ain't gonna make you run to no woman for no dad. That ain't got no excuse at all. So you're not gonna run to no woman when you need a man in your life.
I got the t-shirt. That happens.
That's why I said I don't know them kids.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes fish fall from the sky, but that don't. I'm with Stoney on that.
But you can't. Something we can't make an excuse for. You got to figure out like
it's a reality.
But to me, that's my opinion. Like Blue said, everybody got one. So this is my opinion. We can't make that an excuse for doing what we want to do because what's inside of us. Because I think everybody speak how they feel is how it's being received. That's a difference. Like no matter what you say, if I go in there and I say, get in the house, you're going to take it as how you're going to take it as a knife. I say, get in the house. You're going to take it as another way. If I say, get in the house, you're going to say another way. So either way it goes, however I express it, you're going to take it into the way you see it. So the way you see it, I can't make an excuse. I already done told this is how I feel. So I can give you how I feel, but I can't sit and make another excuse because this wasn't in my life, this wasn't in my life. No, you have somewhere in your life, you have seen consistency of what you're going to do. I'm with Lou on that. Sometimes it's the energy, the vibe, it's all that combined. It's not just we can't like for real, we gotta stop making excuses. We call ourselves men.
It's communication too. It's communication too, Pastor Jake. I mean, it's
so what y'all saying is if I don't get max sex, this is what causes me to cheat.
No, that's not that. No, listen. So what? Just like he said. So as far as I'm trying to figure out how I go back to my teen years. How about that? I go back to my teen. I can't speak about now because now I feel good. So in my teen years, it was more about everything in one. It had to be energy, communication, consistency. We had to develop some kind of bond or some kind of relationship. I mean, even if it didn't work out, we had to do that. But at the end of the day, when I decided I'm not with nobody, I'm not at nobody's age, I'm not your husband, I'm not this, I can go do what I want. So I couldn't make an excuse of saying, oh, this is how this is supposed to go. Or you know what, I ain't had no mama, I ain't had no daddy, I ain't had this. No, that was my own mind telling me to go do what I wanted to do. If I like if some people like Cadillacs and all they gonna buy is a Cadillac, they gonna go out there and look at other Cadillacs. That's what they're gonna do. Ain't nothing gonna change from that. But how I feel about it, or how I'm gonna talk to it, or do it feel like me. So I can't sit and say we gotta accept it. Like I can't accept somebody that feel I can't accept a friend here that gonna say I ain't had my daddy there, so I went out here and did this. That sound ignorant to me. That mean you growing into something else.
So let me ask
And
you
what-
this. So let me ask you this question. So the same thing. There are people that are addicted to drugs, right?
Mhm.
No excuse to do it, but some people go to drugs. Why? Because it's a filler, or it's something that happens for them to feel. Actually, this smoking cigarettes makes some people feel like it makes them feel good. Drinking makes certain people feel good. Why do people need to feel good? Because sometimes they've been in trauma situations, and this is the only level of relief that people take. So these are coping mechanisms. There's no excuse for a coping mechanism, but that's the reality. Some people go to drugs, some people go to alcohol, some people go to women. It's a coping mechanism. This is the reality. We're not saying it's an excuse for it, but it's a reality, and we can't ignore. We can't say that that's somebody's reality of how they deal with their traumas, how they deal with these situations that are missing out of their lives. We can't dumb it down and say that's an ignorant level of thinking, because that's a reality of what happened. If you go to some of these trauma centers, you'll see that this is how people respond.
Yeah, but let's come back to the cheating thing, because
that's
like
what happened.
yeah, but I mean we kind of spreading out now. I want to keep this microscope right here, because it's also when I say it's about collaboration and expectation, I'm not saying just because she's not giving it to you the way you want to get it that you're supposed to go out and cheat. You're supposed to talk about what your needs are and expectations, and then and if that's your wife, and because I'm not talking about single niggas. I only talk to dudes today, and I know I'm married, and I don't really hang out with no dudes that's not married. So that I don't mess with them like that. Now they gonna have their own reasons or whatever they trying to do. But if you're supposed to break down everything in the marriage so expectations can get met. You understand what I'm saying? So if you say this is what I need, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm looking for. If you're in a marriage, y'all gonna want to please each other. You're supposed to bring that wood the way I'm asking you to bring that wood, and I'm gonna do the same. You understand what I'm saying? That don't let me go outside uncovered. You understand? When I'm uncovered, and like I said, I work in the high school. Y'all know how big high schools are. They like little cities. You let me go a couple of weeks. I mean, a kid can open the door. I can smell the perfume from the parking lot. You understand what I'm saying? But when I'm covered, I can walk around and can't see nothing. I don't even notice you because I'm covered.
But here's another. But this goes back to another reason. That's a reason that would say you saying if I don't get it, because that's what you're going back to. You saying if I'm not getting the match energy, if I'm bringing you the wood and you're not giving me the branches, then hey, you leaving me uncovered. That's still not a reason to go
uncovered out. Uncovered means not doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing. You got sexless marriages, bro. What you talking about? They got people that ain't doing nothing in their marriage. That ain't cool, bro. We got to come together and make this thing work the way it's supposed to work. And you can't do that without talking. If you're not talking, what you doing? You building resentments. And the more resentments you build up, oh yeah, somebody gonna trip and fall in something. There's no doubt about that. Because you in a sexless marriage, nobody's making no moves, whatever. It's gonna turn bad. You know what I'm saying? People gonna start, the perfume gonna get louder. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So let me read a couple of. You got something to say, Storm? I'm gonna read a couple of comments.
Go ahead, read a couple.
Okay, so we got. Okay, my wife had asked one. She said, "Hold, let me go back." She said, "What about the men who get the goods at home and still go out there and cheat?"
I could answer that one. I don't have an answer. You heard me? I can answer that because I don't have an answer. Because if I'm getting the goods at home, I can't see y'all. I cannot see nobody else. Because I'm full. You understand what I'm saying? If I sat down at Thanksgiving and ate me a plate of turkey and dressing, macaroni and cheese, yams, green beans, and maybe some chitlins,
Ain't nothing outside.
I ain't got nothing to eat outside or look at
ain't
me.
nothing.
You can
Really?
bust open that box of chicken. I don't want near a wing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So then, as he said, now there are millionaires who are drug addicts and nothing traumatic has happened to them. It's their choice. One thing we're not doing is we're not making an excuse for someone's choice, because it is a choice.
It's a choice.
What I go back to say is that this is a reality. Y'all ever heard that statement? Hurt people.
Oh yeah.
Hurt when you're hurting. When you're hurting, you're not even thinking about the people who you're hurting in the midst of your hurt, because all you knowing is I'm trying to not be hurt. So the reality, like I said, it does not make an excuse for the choice that we made to do it. One thing I'm not doing is making an excuse for it, because I say that there is no excuse. But I'm not making ignore. No, I'm saying I'm just dealing with the comment. So the thing is, we can't say we're not excusing it. We're not making an excuse for it. But what I'm saying is that we're just dealing with a reality. There are people who really literally they go through this. There are people who have this issue. So we're not just speaking for those who getting it good at home. We're speaking to those who are going through these traumatic experiences, because this is what happens. There's a wide scope of why this thing, why this happens and why this goes on. So we just
so they go.
I don't want to speak to them all the time. I want to speak to the good brothers and good wives that's going through this problem, bro. I'm trying to speak on that.
Mm-hmm. They go back to what Lou just said to ride off you. Lou just said it go back to communication and energy. So in order for somebody to be addicted to anything, they didn't try to talk to somebody, but their dialogue may not be a way of understanding. So when they reached out, it was something else that was handed out. So it go back to the communication. That's why I say I can't make it an excuse. I'm not gonna say. I just can't deal with it. I just feel like if you reached out to somebody, you can reach out to somebody else, because everybody ain't meant to pray over you. Everybody ain't meant to talk to you. Everybody ain't meant to be your friend. No matter how much you love everybody, it don't mean it. I'm with Lou. Like that. Majority of my friends and people that I do have around me, they all married. I have no single people in my corner. So I can't even say was tempted to go that way. That's why I gave you a little back on what happened in my teen years. So I can't say what a man would do now with all the things that are being presented, all this. I can't even let my kids play on an ad on the phone without an ad popping up about a woman just throwing up. So I can't sit and say why a person would cheat, but I'm gonna say it take a person that's disciplined and a person just like Lou said that's covered. If I'm covered, my wife said all the time, but when I go outside, so you don't see nothing. No, I don't see nothing. It's black. All I know is y'all. I don't see nothing else because I know what I have, and I don't have to recognize nothing out there because I see what's in front. And that's not no room. Now if I go out there, then I gotta find something to make an excuse about why I did it. Oh, I did it because of this, or I did it because of that. So technically, yes, it's an excuse. So either way it go, it's about self-discipline, energy, communication.
And you still gonna see the flowers, Pastor J. Yeah. It's not like you still a man. I'm gonna look at the flowers. I mean, they growing everywhere. They all over the place. So the definition that y'all came up with, I'm the dirtiest nigga in the world because I look at everybody. I look at women on Instagram. They ain't nothing on my Instagram. They ain't nothing on there but guns, dogs, and women. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If that's reality, yeah. If that's cheating, then my wife hot right now. You know what I'm saying? Because and I can't even say I'm gonna stop doing that. I mean, I'm gonna look at what I want to. These two belong to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna disrespect though. You know what I'm saying? I would never do nothing like that. But dog, we are human beings. We you know, and I know it's about why men, but we could do the same thing about why women. They look too, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know, it can't just be bad just to look. It can't be just bad just to flirt. I mean, if you go somewhere, if a woman buy you a drink, is she flirting with you? You know what I'm saying? And then if you turn around and reciprocate buying her a drink, you hanging out with the boys. You understand? So if you hanging out with all your homeboys and some women start talking to you, you cheating? I mean, you in a bar. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and I don't even do that a lot. I mean, I ain't been out like that in week, but I mean, I've been out like that.
Yeah. You know what else happens, Big Lou and Stoney? You know what else happens too? Like Stoney was saying earlier about the things on the phone. You got to even be very careful about stuff that pop up on the phone. Here's the thing: a lot of times, you know, it's our environment too that can influence us to do something that we, you know, if you're around somebody smoking cigarettes for a long time, and if you're around this person, eventually you just either two things will happen. You're going to either persuade him to not smoke, or he's going to persuade you to take a puff every now and again. So sometimes we are around people, we're around bad company. We're around certain people who, you know, like if we hang out with the fellas and we got fellas night out, and when we going out with the fellas, what the fellas doing? They hollering at chicks and they doing this. Now I'm just saying this is something that could happen. You know, after a while.
It's gonna happen, but you have to choose to participate or not.
No,
that's your choice.
But I'm saying,
that's your discipline. Like your discipline. that's where you. And that's why
but we're not trying to. You just asked the question why men cheat. All we doing is telling you why some people will go out with the fellas to meet women. You understand what I'm saying? That's their outlet, and they gonna take numbers and they gonna call and they gonna meet and greet. You understand what I'm saying? But
and that's the reason why they're going out using the fellas.
You ain't got to do it though. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't have to do it. I agree. So here's the question for all of y'all.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, man. Well, y'all seen my wife, and I seen y'all's wives. If you are walking down the mall or down the street or down the town center with your wife, and ain't nobody look at y'all, nobody look at your wife, you just might be walking the dog. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then vice versa. If you're walking and some women looking at you, you think they're not looking at you? Come on, man. They want to be with you. It's 9-1. You walking around with Lady Free? Come on, man. They got women out there want to break her leg, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
So here's a real question for y'all. It said, fellas, have you ever cheated? And when you cheated, why did you do it?
Entertaining. I was entertaining. Like I went back to my past. I just went back. When I did it for entertainment purposes. It wasn't because I didn't like my girlfriend at the time or my fiance or my wife. It wasn't about that. It was just me entertaining to manipulate to get what I wanted to give. That's all it was. It wasn't even about, I wasn't at sex, no. It was, hey, I'm gonna say something because I know what you do, and I know she like that, so let me go get that. All right, that's once again, that's a dumb excuse. But due to the discipline of not just going and say, you know what you want, I can go get that. I used the way out to just to borrow some time to see if I can get this for her. So to me, that was dumb. I apologize for it. But that's what I did. I didn't do it for sexual reasons. I didn't do it for commitment issues. I didn't care about them. Cause that person I didn't give two flats about. So
I'm on my second marriage. We're gonna get in the confessional now. So
might as well.
If we're gonna get in the confessional, I'm gonna show you just how different it is. You see, you heard his answer, right? I did mine because of lack. I wasn't getting enough. Just like most of the dudes that told me today, most of the dudes that I polled today, and I polled about 25 dudes. You understand what I'm saying? They wasn't getting it enough. And I'm gonna say when I did it, I wasn't getting enough. I mean, you know, I'm sleeping in you sleeping in the same bed with a person, you're not getting nothing for 2-3 weeks. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I was a young dude, you know what I'm saying? But you know, if it's a medical reason, I can roll with you on the medical reason. But anything else, I ain't rolling with that. I'm just y'all want this straight black coffee, that's what I'm giving you.
Black coffee. So I
told the fellas today that I was gonna pour that coffee like that. So I'm pouring it like that.
Steam it.
Like that.
Well, me per se, I'm actually the dude that was looking for I escaped. I was the one that escaped. I was going through a lot mentally and emotionally. I was the one that was dealing with the fact that my dad wasn't there, and I was angry. And because I didn't know how to communicate that, I didn't know how to communicate that. And because I didn't know how to communicate that, I expected them to know what I was going through. I'm hurting right now, and you need to know that. And when they didn't give me that security that I needed, I went and got it from somewhere else. It was like a drug to me. It was like that was my go-to. So I was the one that really literally had, you know, I was the one that was making these choices, knowing that it was wrong, but it was like this, it made me feel good for the time. But at the end of the day, it only did was I just hurt the people that was around me because I didn't care about how they felt or the damage that I was causing by doing it, because all I was concerned about was me feeling good for this moment. You know, I need to feel good for this moment. So I'm going to go get this feeling that I need because I don't want to have to think about my dad ain't being there. I don't want to have to think about my mom passed away at a young age. I don't want to have to think about that I didn't have none of my parents. And I don't even, my siblings wasn't, me and them, we wasn't close. So all of this stuff that I was dealing with, I didn't have that. And I was just looking for that level of relief. So that was the one that escaped and not kind of sat there and dealt with it. So
but you never told none of them chicks what your inner feelings was either, huh?
I told them the way I thought. I told them in the way that I thought they should know. Because to be honest with you, because I was trying to be the man, I didn't go deep into what it is. It was like I gave them a little bit of it and expecting them to be there with the little bit that I was giving. So my communication was not what it should have been, but I didn't like it. So to be honest with you, I didn't even want to share as much as it was because I didn't like it myself. You know what I'm saying? So it was no way that I could do that. There was no way that I could give them all of me, not knowing that I didn't want to give them all of me. I just wanted a piece. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Brother Stoney, I know he just met me and we kicked it together for a little while. I mean, just a few hours. But you know, me and you, our relationship is growing because we're spending more and more time together. You know, at church and even outside of church. But I just think that we touched on some stuff because I mean I don't know if y'all polled some guys before y'all came, but are y'all speaking from just firsthand or whatever? I'm a mixed bag. You understand what I'm saying? I think that there is damaged people out there, but I think that marriage is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I tell every brother that I know that's single that marriage is a good thing if you take your time and find the right person. I said, and even with my own kids, my own daughters, I was like, you'll do better off if you let God pick. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm big Lou. I might be a heathen, but I'm a Christian heathen. So, if God picks the woman for you, it seemed like you find that gem that you really need. If you pick because she fine and she got a round mound and she do all of this and that, you know, that'll fade when the bills start coming, when the kids start coming. You know what I'm saying? And then all kind of other stuff is going on when y'all have family problems, marital problems, people die. I want that ride or die. You know what I'm saying? That I got right now. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't I didn't necessarily pick her. I prayed to meet her. That's who God put in front of me, and he made a real good choice, a choice that was better than anything that I could make. You know what I'm saying? Because we 25 years to the good. Now, I ain't gonna never say that it was all bad with my first wife. I mean, we just didn't make it, bro. Like we had issues, and we was about 5 years in. We dated in college. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, if anybody listening for real, and some of the guys want to, you know, that might be cheating or they want to get their shit together, ask God, bro. If you single, ask God to pick it. You might be dating 8 different people. You know what I'm saying? Because most of us, when we were single and you was making good money, you could turn around and go out like 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? But if you wanna settle down and have a real relationship, a real family, you know, go to church with your wife. This the kind of stuff I'm enjoying, bro. But I know you can only get that if you really ask God to help you pick the girl. I didn't even want to pick. I let him do it. And I've been with my wife for 25 years. And I ain't going nowhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we can still have some of the issues that we talking about right now, but we talk about them instead of going through other shit about them. You understand what I'm saying? So
with that, Sonia just kind of deal with a couple of comments. She said, being a man is still no excuse to cheat, as men and women should govern themselves accordingly. Yeah, we're not making an excuse for it. Yeah, we totally agree with that. We're not making excuses for it at all.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? But we just kind of dealing with the reality of it, that sometimes these things do happen. So we just having a conversation, you know, Straight Black Coffee, Stony J, you know, they got the perspective. They 100, you know, we respect their 100. And that's one thing that we do on this show is that, you know, we keep it 100. You know, some of us actually are explaining our very personal experiences, but it's the realness. Ain't nobody on this show fake, and ain't nobody not being themselves. So we respect each other and each other's realness, and that's what men do. That's what real men do. So we just want to be the example, and not just be the example, but just be, you know, just show you that, hey, listen, man, we can have this conversation and be men about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and she said a man should respectfully decline if a woman other than his wife offers to buy him a drink. You shouldn't trust everyone. Same with women. Okay. Yeah, we agree.
True.
Respectfully decline, but let's be honest. If she gonna buy you a drink in the club, or you go,
I'm gonna decline. I have did it before, so I'm gonna decline. And even just being in the when I was DJing, doing music or whatnot, no, I would not let nobody buy me no drink because I seen so much. I seen date rape drugs, I seen ecstasy, cocaine, all this stuff before a drink came to me. I would never let nobody buy me no drink. We went out and a lady offered to buy me a $2 drink, and I told her I don't drink $2 drinks. That's below me.
That's below you, huh?
I can't do that. Like I can't do that.
But
like,
I know
I was in law enforcement before, man. I'm not.
I stay what I stay.
I'm gonna always be cautious, bro. But I mean, if I'm sitting at the bar and somebody said, "Let me buy you a drink," you know what I'm saying? You can't control me with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if somebody buy me a drink when you sitting at the bar, I ain't gonna never let nobody bring me a drink. If a girl walked up to me with a drink in her hand and say, "I bought this for you," you gonna drink that drink or wag. You understand what I'm saying? You can't bring me that. I mean, I wouldn't carry a drink to a woman. You know what I'm saying? She don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if we sitting at the bar, she say, "Let me get you a drink. What you drinking?" Hey, you can buy me a drink at the bar. You know what I'm saying? And I will reciprocate. But that don't mean you getting no numbers, and that don't mean we going outside. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't buying your homegirl no drink either.
So here's the thing, because I y'all know me, y'all Straight Black Coffee, Stony J, but I'm still Pastor J, and I still have to be who I am. So
trust me,
my wife said something, and this is so key, and I totally agree with this. She said the standard is high if you're a kingdom kid. And I don't even say if you're a kingdom kid, but I just say it should be high anyway. She said when you look at a woman to lust after her, then you've cheated in your heart. That's the foundation. And yes, because the Bible does say, so a man thinketh, so is he, so is he. So a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So even the very fact of a little flirt, a little gesture that should not be done, because those things shouldn't be done. Biblically speaking, it should not be done. And it should not be done. You have to shun the very appearance of evil. You have to shun it. You cannot entertain it at all and say, hey, look, I'm grown, it's me. Because what you're doing is you're entertaining it. And according to the word, according to the scripture, you're not supposed to. So we can't, so I have to be Pastor J. But at the end of the day, you can't do it, because it's not biblically, is not correct, and biblically is not, it causes, trust me, it does causes, and it may not cause anything to you, but it may cause something to the person around you, that the person, your wife.
It's gonna cause a lot.
It's gonna cause a lot. It's gonna cause a lot.
That's just what I.
Are we talking about a drink? Are we talking about a drink?
I think you should turn it down. You got to turn it down. You got to respectfully.
He ain't telling no drink down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it down.
I'm sure my old lady laughing upstairs because I don't drink at all. I mean, it's just a damn drink. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, I ain't never said that I was no perfect Christian. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I actually refer to myself as a hell-raising Christian. But I know that I'm solid. I know what he's doing for me. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But I ain't perfect. And if I'm not gonna take no drink from nobody, I'm gonna go to the bar. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had a bar that I went to every Friday and every Sunday for about 3 years straight. When I walked in the bar, everybody turned around and said, "Lou!" You hear what I'm saying? I don't even go there no more. You know what I'm saying? Everything is different now. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have the same friends, some of them, that I had 3-4 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
And then I look at it like
I moved the way God pushed me to move. I done hung out with dudes that cheated on their wives all the damn time. That don't mean I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody controls me but me. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I done been tempted. I done been curious. I done wanted to. I need to be strong enough to not do it. And that's all on me. You understand what I'm saying? I can park that car right there. Right there.
I think if a woman bringing a drink or buying me a drink, it's something she wants something. It's too much of a risk. It's something there. So I avoid it all because it just don't make. I mean, just being in that part of the world and seeing it in past times, you see that it's like, oh no. Mm-mm. So it's so much like
that's the word right there, Stoney. You could always say no, just like they get to say no. You get to say no.
You say no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So a couple of comments, and then we went. This was a good conversation, y'all. My wife says the devil study you, and he is crafty. All it takes is one slip up, and he slipped a Mickey in the game. That is so true.
You got one foot on a banana peel every day.
every day.
You got one foot on. He know what he's doing.
Yeah.
That ain't no surprise, baby.
Yeah. And Ashley said, but according to your word, Pastor J, it's a reality. People do it. So the expectation is high, but everyone has fallen short. Yeah, I agree with that. We all have fallen short. But the thing is, we have to get back up. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep falling and living a falling lifestyle, because it's the life of sin that helps us not make it in. So, but the thing, we all fall.
And get up.
Yeah, we all fall.
Now, if you want to lay in it, then that's on you. But if you need to get up though. If you're gonna do the right thing.
The excuse you use, no, hurt and all. No, it's not. See, and the whole point is, it's not about making an excuse, because it's not an excuse. So again, I go back to what I'm saying. It is not an excuse. It is definitely a choice. But at the end of the day, this is a reality that this is a reason why this happens. You know what I'm saying? So that's all we're saying. You know, it's a reason. Even when
I do kind of feel Ashley though. I don't make any kind of excuse because you got to choose to go over there and lay down right there. So that's just your choice, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if you, I mean, with all the trauma, and I'm not trying to discount you, Pastor Jay, with all the trauma you had in your life, we've all had foundational trauma. Now, I know everybody be like, that dude on the show, he wild as I don't know what. I am an interventionist by trade. You do know that, right? So I'm just gonna be that real straight black coffee. It is a choice, man, and you should choose to not do it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care. And I'm gonna say this. I don't care how close you teeter to the line. You could be. I could stand on the line.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the onus is on me. I if I'm flirting, I'm flirting.
That's
you know what I'm
choice.
saying? Like somebody might, like Stoney might say, dog, you flirting, you cheating. Okay, Stoney, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing it. If I ain't did nothing, I ain't did nothing. Ain't nobody gonna make me carry that cross. I carry the one I carry that I'm supposed to carry. You understand? I don't really want to put no more weight on my back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna hold it down right there. If I ain't doing it, if I'm not doing it, I'm talking about cheating. Flirting, somebody buy you a drink, you buy somebody a drink, you talking at the bar, whatever. I mean, I don't even go there no more. So it ain't gonna really happen, but I can say that online, and I know my wife watching. I didn't buy somebody a drink before. That's just, come on, man. That's normal if that's where you're supposed to be. And I'm not discounting Stoney. Stoney say I ain't buying one, I'm not taking one. That's cool, bro. But I'm gonna drink that drink and I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying?
But that goes back. Let's go back now. Let's go back because again, like we said, it is definitely a choice. But remember, the influence is real because that's what the devil does. He studies you. He knows your weakness, and what he does is he really tries to come at you where you weak to get you. His desire is to get you to fall. And some of us are really not strong. Some of us not even, I won't even say strong. Some of us are influenced by this great influence. Because trust me, he's very crafty at what he does. Very crafty.
I got respect for him. I just hate him. He ain't shit to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That don't mean he don't try. You know what I'm saying? He gonna really try. He tempted Eve. He fooled Eve. he convinced her to eat of the fruit. Yeah. After she was told not to do it. And she ate of it. That's how sin started. And that was the perfect example of how it goes. Oh, if you eat of this fruit, you're going to really obtain the knowledge that God said you're going to attain this knowledge. And she was like, oh, really? No, she struggled with it at first, but he was able to influence her. But so that's what it is. You may think, man, this thing going to really make you feel better at the time. Nobody going to know. I mean, these voices are going on. Again, we saying it is a choice. But this is real. It is real. The whole purpose is to separate us from our connection to God. Because that's the whole point of it. You know what I'm saying? Because when we fall into those temptations, then what's going on? We're not connected to God. We're not. So that's the whole purpose of it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, y'all listen, man, this was awesome, man. Like for real, like let me say this for both of y'all. Like, I appreciate both of y'all because like, I know I talk passionately. That's just, I'm from New York. That's how I talk in passion. But Stoney calm. No, he straight black coffee. He calm with his straightness. Look, this what it is, nigga.
Unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
You don't need no filter now. I want some grains in the bottom of my cup. Unfiltered.
You want that almond mud?
Yeah, absolutely. But I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys sharing. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, let's keep going higher. Let's keep going up, man. And we didn't expect to be this long, but I mean, it was a good conversation. And
did you strengthen your seat?
Huh?
You got shorter in your seat.
He shrank down. Be accountable, Pastor.
I think I shrunk down a little bit. Thank you. Great show. We had somebody. Thank you. Lasagna is my cousin. That's Alma's family, but she's related to me through marriage. And she said big juice, LO, bug juice. Straight black coffee. That ain't no bug juice.
It ain't no bug juice.
It's straight coffee. We don't even drink it. Ashley said, guys, thank you. My wife.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all. I mean, y'all want to close us out, man? Y'all want to say it, and then we gonna get up out of here.
Hey, man, I'll give my exit, bro. Just come. Listen. I'm gonna say this to everybody in the audience. We're gonna try to keep this real all the time. That's how my podcast is. It's Straight Black Coffee. I'm getting back into my podcast with Pastor J expertise. There's no reason for us to come on here and lie and sugarfoot something in here. That's so right. I mean, if I offended anybody in here, I can apologize for that. And on the other hand, I really don't give a shit because I know I was speaking to my heart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was speaking for the guys that I'm representing. So this is truly who I am, Jay. You know that. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to represent everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna stick to what the other young lady, the young woman who came in and said, in my life, it's a bottom line choice. It's a choice. You can always walk away. They tell them that it's the same thing. And always remember, fellas and women, we are not cheating by ourselves. So somebody got to have some control out there. If it ain't us, it's y'all. I ain't gonna speak to that other stuff. Go ahead, Stone.
Boy, you said a mouthful right there. Cheating is a choice. That's all I can tell you. Cheating is a choice. Stay focused on what you need to stay focused on and stay positive. And everybody, appreciate y'all for tuning into the show. Pastor J, Big Lou, I'm happy to be a part of this. So, I just like to hear other people's perspectives. Well, good brothers like y'all perspective, because we come from 3 different areas. So us to come together is a good thing, just to hear different perspective of any situation that men should come together. Like you said, Lou, we should all come together. Like Pastor J said, we should pray. We should all get together. And that's something we need to do as more men, is motivate each other to be better.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's my
Hey, well, with that being said, this is another episode of Shift Real Talk, Straight Black Coffee, Stoney J, Man Talk in the Man Cave, y'all. Y'all tune in with us next week for another great episode. Same time, same back channel, y'all. We are out. Peace.